Abajo, primera entrada para Roger Clemens. Ahora, el propio Jeter saldrá en segundo lugar contra Pedro Martinez.
Aquí está la alineación titular de los Yankees.
Chuck Knobloch volverá a la alineación en la segunda base.
Derek Jeter volverá para su segundo partido tras salir de la lista de lesionados en el campo corto. Paul O'Neill en la derecha, Bernie Williams en el centro, Jorge Posado como receptor, Tino Martínez en primera, Shane Spencer como bateador designado, Ricky Lee en la línea izquierda, Scott Rokus en tercera y en el montículo para Boston. Ahí está, Pedro Martinez.
Llévalo más profundo el conteo.
La otra es atacarlo primero. Creo que tienes que ir tras él. Odiaría estar detrás en un conteo contra un tipo que tiene tantos lanzamientos buenos.
Primera base, Stanley entra en territorio de foul y en lo que se va. Y uno más. Y de eso es de lo que estoy hablando. Ves a un tipo hace una bola rápida en la esquina exterior, la tomas. Ahora monta la bola rápida hacia arriba y hacia adentro. Y eso es muy difícil para...
4 hits en 19 turnos al bate en su carrera contra Pedro. Y en 9 de esos, 19 turnos al bate.
Ha ponchado a casi la mitad.
0 y 2. Le cambiaron la pelota. Esto va a ser un hit.
Puede parecer un batazo barato, pero seamos realistas, atrapó todas las bolas rápidas, ¿no?
Gran hueco en el lado derecho con Jeter allí. El outfield se inclinó un poco hacia la izquierda contra O'Neill. 2 y 1 en la cuenta.
Jeter llegó un poco tarde a esa zambullida. Bueno, iba camino a la segunda base. Estaba a punto de dar un paso y mirar. Hace un gesto ahí mismo. Se dobló, su rodilla se dobló. Empezó a ir a la segunda base o hacia la segunda. No sé si iba a robar, pero estaba haciendo su quiebre.
2 y 1. Dame paso.
García segunda, un elevado a primera. Doble matanza antes. Así de fácil los Yankees se fueron. García para bien ese Everett cuando volvamos.
Rodilla arriba sobre la esquina exterior y luego regresa con una bola rápida en la esquina interior.
Sí, lideró la liga en bateo el año pasado. 357 y un split para el ponche. Es la pesadilla de un bateador no poder ver ningún lanzamiento 2 veces consecutivas en el turno al bate. No poder ver 2 bolas rápidas o 2 sliders o 2 bolas curvas. Vio 3 velocidades diferentes.
Hay un slider, una bola rápida y un splitter. Las 3 velocidades diferentes.
Y ni siquiera se acerca a este. Este es un gran splitter allí. Especialmente sin batear. 331, 14 jonrones, 42 impulsadas. Algunos sienten que teníamos a los 2 mejores jardineros centrales de la Liga Americana en este juego de esta noche.
Por el medio del hit de base. Gran giro en primera de Ever, pero aguanta mientras Bernie Williams, el jardinero central de los Yankees, la vuelve a meter.
Everett, que había estado en el sistema de granjas de los Yankees y había sido muy crítico con los Yankees.
Solo una bola rápida por el medio del plato y la devuelve por el medio para un hit.
Sí, 9 jonrones es lo que va de año. Pero solo va atrás.
Está fuera.
Truman lo ha pillado. Un gran toque de Tino. Atrapó la pelota y la hizo deslizar todo en un solo movimiento. Y el árbitro de primera base, Brian Ruby, dice que lo tiene en el aire. Ahora mira el toque. Es que también se estaba inclinando hacia el lado equivocado.
Y Tino Martínez. Mira el toque rápido de Tino.
Los Red Sox. Segunda entrada con una bola y 2 strikes a Stanley. El alto y fuerte. 3 ponches para el Rocket. Último de la segunda, Bernie Williams se acerca. No hay puntuación.
Sunday Night Baseball presentado por Gum Out. Red Sox nada, Yankees nada. Último de la segunda entrada.
Y recordatorio al final de las 5 del Pacífico en ESPN.
El segundo juego será
el 1 de junio de nuevo.
Y luego todos los demás juegos serán en ABC.
Pop Fly de Bernie Williams.
Y los cortos se detienen.
García Prat está ahí para atraparla.
Así que Bernie ha lanzado un lanzamiento.
La disciplina le impidió batear esa. Bola curva para el strike. Así que creo que una vez que te pones detrás de Pedro.
It seems like Miss Quinn went back to her father's place today.
So her own family hit her.
Llegas a 1 y 2 o 0 y 2, estás en serios problemas. Solo tienes que ponerte a la defensiva porque tiene una gran variedad de lanzamiento para lanzarte y luego te hace perseguirla. Tomó la bola curva 0 y 2, pero aquí hay otra. Mira esto. Simplemente se cae el fondo. Y después de 68, solo 4 jonrones en ese juego de pelota el pasado 10 de septiembre.
Pedro, además de tener 17 ponches, no tuvo bases por bolas y solo permitió un hit.
Y el tipo que consiguió el hit ya no está aquí.
Jardín central. Los Yankees de Everett van perdiendo 1, 2, 3.
El Rocket y Pedro comienzan con fuerza.
Sin puntuación después de 2.
ESPN Sunday Night Baseball es presentado por Bogdog.com, la tienda de juguetes para atletas.
Destacado lanzador de los Yankees en los años 60 y 70. 3 y 3.
Cuenta en el jardín derecho. O'Neill tuvo mucho espacio para el tiro de advertencia.
1-0.
John, quiero tomarme un momento. El árbitro local, el Rapano, quería que lo hiciera.
Y Valentín casi por sí solo impulsó la remontada con un par de jonrones de 3 carreras en el tercer juego de esa serie. Y luego todos los demás se unieron en los siguientes 2 juegos. El campo corto justo al número 2.
Definitivamente. 2 abajo, nadie en base en la tercera.
Sin anotación en el juego.
Puede cambiar de velocidad y tiene un gran cambio. Así que eso hace que su bola rápida sea mucho más efectiva. Pero todo lo que lanza ahora es difícil. Solo tienes que decidirte muy rápido si vas a abanicar o no.
3 y 2.
Clemens tiene 4 ponches en 3 entradas. El último tercio del orden de bateo de los Yankees se enfrenta ahora a Pedro sin puntuación. No tengo que mirar hacia arriba.
A esos altos miembros del Salón de la Fama. 3 y 2.
El gato ahora es para Shane Spencer.
Se la bola 4.
Bueno, Pedro lanzando ahí dentro.
Nos habló de su reputación de lanzar adentro.
Los resultados están ahí. 2 Cy Youngs, 1 en cada liga. No necesito mencionar las cosas que he hecho para demostrar que lanzar adentro funciona. Y saben, no es solo el nivel de ser un cazador de cabezas lo que va a funcionar a mi favor.
Y ha bateado a 5 bateadores esta temporada, lo cual no es una gran cantidad.
Clemens ha bateado a 4. Clemens también tiene esa reputación entre muchos bateadores. 1 y 2.
Vaya, justo ahí en la esquina interior a la altura de las rodillas.
Y de ahí se queda para hablarlo con el rapaguano.
Creo que el líder pensó que la bola estaba baja. Es una bola rápida en la parte interior del plato y él cree que está abajo.
El día de ayer fue un jonrón. Solo algunos fanáticos de Pedro Martinez en las gradas. Pedro tiene su propio centro de apoyo. Aunque ciertamente no tienen el mismo estilo que otro gran lanzador dominicano, uno de los mejores lanzadores que jamás haya lanzado en las grandes ligas, Juan Marachou. Y Pedro, cuando ganó su primer premio, Cy Young, se aseguró de recordar a Marachou.
Es bueno en primera base y ese es el out número 2. Estábamos hablando de Pedro y sus profundos sentimientos hacia su hermano Ramón y nos habló de eso. Entonces realmente no quiere sacarlo de su velocidad porque entonces estaría justo en el punto. Y es por eso que digo que es un lanzador tan inteligente. Sabe exactamente lo que está haciendo ahí fuera. Sabe lo que está pensando el bateador.
Spencer en primera, 2 abajo sin anotación, tercera entrada.
Carlever está ahí cortando hacia atrás. Gran turno al bate de no block, pero Pedro prevalece. Manda eso. Solamente el primero en el orden para los Red Sox.
Oigan todos, la oferta Flash de muy empezó. Tablet nueva y original, totalmente.
¡Ah, qué estafadora! ¡Y todavía te trae!
Domingo por la noche de béisbol de ESPN desde Yankee Stadium, Nueva York. Los Red Sox y los Yankees empatados en el primer puesto de la división este de la Liga Americana. El partido decisivo de su serie de fin de semana de 3 partidos, sin puntuación mientras nos acercamos a la cuarta entrada. Y Jeff Fry lo abrirá con la mano izquierda. Observa cómo se enfrenta a los bateadores zurdos. Así que intentarás captar un patrón o tener una idea de cómo te lanzará cuando llegues al plato.
El quinto ponche para Roger Clemens. Bueno, Rogers tiene el control total. Mira la pequeña bola rompiente. Ese es un slider fuerte y que se va hacia abajo y hacia afuera. Pero la clave es que no estaba en la zona de strike.
Es Pedro como Red Sox. Oh, es un nuevo siglo. Y los Red Sox esperan deshacerse de todo eso de una vez por todas. 1 y 2.
Y el spinner para el ponche.
Ahora está en racha.
Ha ponchado a 3 seguidos y a 6 de los 11 a los que se ha enfrentado.
Y puedes ver, como dije, que lo hace perseguir lanzamientos. Una vez que se te adelanta, no lanza un strike. Te hace perseguir el splitter. Empieza en la zona de strike y baja. Y se aleja
White Sox el martes pasado. Pero como mencionaste, Joe, la salida anterior a esa, hace 10 días contra los White Sox, aquí lanzó muy bien. Pero también tuvo buenas cosas la última vez. Solo hizo un par de lanzamientos malos en malas ubicaciones. Lo dejó fuera del plato.
swing de chequeo. Esa es una bola justa.
Tapagonado hizo la jugada.
Donat solo dio un par de pasos fuera de la caja de bateo y una buena jugada de paga para atraparla antes de que fuera foul. Ahora los Yankees con Jeter O'Neill y Bernie Williams se enfrentan a Pedro.
En la mitad de la entrada cuando estaba en spot.
Muchos bateadores se preparan para batear de mucha manera diferente. Este es Derek Jeter en el círculo de espera relajándose, hablando con algunos fanáticos en la primera fila. Los niños lo relajan a lo largo de la línea del jardín derecho.
Ese está despejado.
Y salta los asientos. 2 bases.
Un globo a lo largo de la línea del jardín.
Y Jeter aún no ha hecho contacto fuerte, pero va 2 de 2 contra Pedro. Bueno, John ha usado la punta del bate la primera vez para batear un toque en la tercera línea de fondo. Esta vez ha usado el mango del bate para conseguir un hit en la línea del jardín derecho. Mira, lo atasca y simplemente lo lanza hacia la línea del jardín derecho con el puño justo por la línea del jardín derecho para un doble y lo hace rebotar hacia la tribuna para un doble por regla de terreno.
La primera vez justo en la punta del bate.
La mayoría de los bateadores pueden batear una bola rápida de 92 o 93 miles por hora, si pueden esperarla y esperarla. Pero Pedro te impide hacerlo debido a su cambio.
Primero tienes que reconocer el lanzamiento.
Y al hacerlo, eso hace que la bola rápida de 92 miles por hora sea de unas 96 o 97 miles por hora. ¿Va a lanzar un cambio aquí?
Bueno, Polo y yo no lo sabemos, pero él sabe que tiene una... Ahí está. Mira, sabe que la va a conseguir.
Solo que no sabe cuándo.
Una desacción. Y aquí está. Se desvía un poco y parece una pequeña bola curva, pero es un cambio de velocidad.
Así es.
Y John, ese fue un gran trabajo de lanzamiento para Paul O'Neill, porque Paul O'Neill subió allí sabiendo cuál es su trabajo. Paul O'Neill es un bateador inteligente. Sabía que tenía que tirar la bola y simplemente no pudo hacerlo.
En estos lugares, quiero decir, Pedro se vuelve aún más difícil de batear. Bernie Williams, el líder de carreras impulsadas de los Yankees, no pudo mover a Jeter. La atrapada la hizo Valentín, el tercera base. 2 outs. Y ahora Pada está impulsando su repertorio.
Es muy inteligente ahí fuera. Se mete en la cabeza del bateador.
Erich sale corriendo para charlar con él un momento. Ahora de vuelta detrás del plato. 3 y 2 para Pada. Jeter en segundo. 2 outs.
Sin la pasión.
Lo poncharon y se acabó la entrada. Ese es un picheo magnífico, John. 4 ponches para García Paz, se enfrenta al Rocket.
Queda solo un mes para 2026. Quiero decir, la IA ahora puede crear un sitio web en...
Si le das un batazo fácil, he visto a Randy Johnson conseguir un globo. Simplemente arrasa con los siguientes 3 tipos.
Con 2 fotos sustancias esta noche. El split de otro ponche número 7 para Pedro.
4 entradas y un tercio. Y es duro, ya sabes que un tipo como García vuelva y no tenga la oportunidad de enfrentarse a alguien tan duro. Y ya ves, Roger, la razón por la que lanza 2 velocidades diferentes con ese splitter es que separa más los dedos cuando quiere que sea más suave. Y el duro del que hablas no le da 2 strikes a todo el mundo.
Fue Clemens quien lanzó 2 veces en su carrera partidos en los que tuvo 20 ponches, el récord de las grandes ligas.
Y nos está recordando esos días hasta ahora, esta noche.
Y ha ponchado a 5 de los últimos 6 bateadores.
Y John, cuando ponchó a los 20, lo hizo con una bola rápida, abrumadora y un slider duro. Ahora lo está haciendo con una bola rápida, abrumadora y un splitter. Simplemente lanza esta bola.
Miren el movimiento de la bola.
Eso es lo que atrapa a Everett.
Clemens ya está a un ponche de igualar su máximo de ponches de la temporada. No ha tenido más de 9 ponches en un juego este año. 2-2. Sombra de jardín izquierdo, Bernie Williams. La entrada terminada. Son 15. Clemens se ha enfrentado al número mínimo. Y Tino Martínez se enfrenta a Pedro. Sin puntuación. Todo depende de dónde lo sostenga.
Si la sostienes un poco fuera hacia la derecha, se cortará. Si la sostienes un poco fuera del centro, hacia la izquierda, se moverá hacia afuera. Si presionas con el dedo índice,
Hasta arriba le va. Jugada fácil para él. Jardín central. Y hay una lejos. Solo pensé en eso.
no sé por qué te estoy contando todo eso. ¿Cómo la sostienes? ¿Piensas lanzar algo?
Te voy a enseñar cómo hacerlo.
Sí, echemos un vistazo.
Cuando Pedro venció a Clemens y a los Yankees en ese partido de playoffs el año pasado y en el partido anterior que había lanzado contra Cleveland.
Muy profundo en el centro, pero con mucho espacio para esta.
Es la mejor bola bateada del partido hasta ahora para los Yankees.
¿Y para cualquiera de los equipos?
2 abajo y aquí está Ricky Ley. Pero Pedro, que estaba realmente herido y se dio cuenta de que estaba arriesgando su carrera, como vemos en los totales de lanzamientos, lanzó muchos strikes esta noche.
Clemens y Pedro. Pero Pedro no estaba bien. Tenía problemas de espalda.
Y lanzaba muchas bolas rápidas cortadas. Y se estaba quedando un poco atrás. Más como un lanzamiento de 3/4 que por arriba.
Ese fue enviado por falta de Ed Rapaguano. Y eso lastimó a Jim Monahan, el entrenador de los Yankees. Rápidamente salió. Generó simpatía. Lanzó una bola rápida. Y le dio justo en la parte interna de la rodilla derecha. Y tiene una espinillera ahí, pero puedes ver que se detiene. Parece que se detiene justo debajo de donde fue golpeado. Así que le dio justo en la parte interna. Tiene una espinillera puesta, pero debajo de los pantalones. Pero eso fue justo por encima de lo que te gusta ver, especialmente en un juego de pelota como este, donde un lanzamiento puede marcar una gran diferencia. Ley bateó una base. Stanley y Fry la tenían rodeada, pero de alguna manera logró pasar entre ambos. Es la primera base que este bateador logra en todo el tiempo. Creo que tienes que correr a por más. Tienes que correr contra estos grandes lanzadores, porque si te sientas y esperas a que pasen las cosas, no vas a conseguir 3 o 4 hits seguidos. Y da un buen salto y roba la segunda base.
Eso no me sorprende del grupo. Y Pedro Gratius está a la altura de las circunstancias.
Gran lanzamiento, John.
Ese fue un cambio arriba, abajo y afuera.
Fry lo atrapó en segunda.
¿A punto de viajar? No te olvides del pasaporte y de los datos para tu móvil. Compra y activa tu SIM de Hola.
ESPN Sunday Night Baseball is brought to you by Heineken. It's all about the beer. Heineken. And by Pfizer, where life is our life's work.
Yankee Stadium with the classic that everybody seemed to be expecting last October. It didn't materialize in the playoffs, but maybe having it in progress here tonight. But now, even this great one that's been going may come screeching to a halt, at least for several minutes, because of the injury sustained by Ed Rapalano. This is at the end of that inning. I mean, he had to be in amazing pain, Joe, and yet he finished the inning.
Well, they understand the match.
We are in a delay here because, as we mentioned before, another umpire, I'm sure right now, is putting the equipment on.
Well, it should be Brian Runge, the guy that's at first base. He's the first base umpire, and you go in rotation, so it should be Brian Runge.
And I'm a little surprised at Stadium as the Mets go into L.A. after sweeping the Cardinals in St. Louis.
Well, there you see the numbers. Roger Clemens, of course, looks like he has the better line, but the number that really is important is this one right here in the middle. No run scored yet.
The 6 hitters, and the 1 hitter he did not strike out hit a 7-foot tapper on a check swing. Brian Runge, who had been...
Roger keeps a book telling you, where he knows what an umpire's strike zone looks like, which every umpire, he knows if they're high ball umpires, low ball umpires, they're wide umpires, or they have a small strike zone.
Well, the Rocket has the strikeout pitch working tonight. That's number 9, equaling his season's high. 9 strikeouts in 5 1/3 innings.
Well, I mean, he is just on top of his game, and as I said, it doesn't appear that the delay affected. Roger ran up in his locker and looked to see what the strike zone of Brian Runge looks like. Checked his book, so he probably knows exactly what he's doing.
0-1 the count. Base hit, left center. Leday over to pick it up. So Valentin gets the Red Sox second hit. The only other hit from the Red Sox was Carl Everett's 1-out single in the second inning. But before Clemens really had to get serious about working to the next.
That's where this pitch is. Slider down and away. Look at that, down and away, and only a guy that's leaning out there could hit that pitch. He leans out, gets it, and rips it up the middle for a base hit. Valentin.
Jason Varitek struck out his first time. Switch hitting catcher for the Red Sox. 9 strikeouts, no walk. The runner goes. And he is out by 10 feet. Valentin is really out as Varitek tried to protect him on the hit and run with a pitch that was right in on his belt buckle.
Good idea by Jimmy Williams, the manager of the Boston Red Sox, to try something to try to change what's going on here with Roger. Not a big lead at first base by Valentin, not a good jump. And again, the ball was so far inside, it just tied Varitek up. He didn't really have a chance to protect him.
That splitter down the left field line. It is foul. Just foul. 0-2 the count to Varitek.
Well, Valentin takes off, and watch Varitek. He tries to protect him way inside. He just tries to get a piece of the ball. He really knew he couldn't put it in play. He just wanted to try to foul it off. He couldn't do so, and perfect throw by Posada. And Valentin has
been one of the best so far in the American League. I mean, he's Ivan Rodriguez-like. He's thrown out over half of those who've attempted to steal while he's been catching. 1-2 the count. Strike 3 call to the outside corner. For the first time this year, the Rocket has reached double figures. He's got a 2-hit shutout going, the top of the order coming up for the Yankees against Pedro. No score. Red Sox nothing, Yankees nothing. As we go to the last of the 6th inning, ESPN Sunday Night Baseball presented by Gum Out. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Knobloch, Jeter, and then O'Neill to follow. 3 hits for the Yankees. Pedro with 4 strikeouts, rather 1 walk. At first by Stanley. That was hit real hard.
Well, he's been feeding Knobloch a steady diet of fastballs in, out. He went in for strike 2 and he goes away trying to get strike 3, and he goes the other way right in the tip of the glove. Stanley holds on to it. Look at that. You can still see a little snow cone effect there, but he holds on to it.
That cutter that Pedro will throw. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Well, Joe Torre's club, I mean, despite everybody being a little nervous here in New York, what's wrong with the Yankees? I mean, at their current pace, they would win 98 games this year.
Man.
Derek Jeter blown away. The 5th strikeout for Pedro Martinez.
And again, I don't think he or Garcia Parra has seen stuff like they're seeing tonight, and he was just overmatched there. This fastball, it looked like it just took off. I mean, this one looks like it explodes right at home plate. And it does. I mean, it says 92 miles an hour, but it just exploded like there's no chance for you to hit that pitch. You're Clemens, you're starting to get late in the ball game, and your fastball may lose a little bit of the zip. What you do not want to do is leave a ball inside to one of these left-handed hitters that they can pull. So you saw him go inside with 2 good fastballs, and then he started to go away on every pitch since then. See, now he's away again.
Strike 3 called. And O'Neill, very unhappy, fires the helmet away. 6 strikeouts for Martinez. We go to the 7th. The top of the Red Sox order up against the Rocket. The totals: no runs, 2 hits for Boston, no runs, 3 hits for the Yankees. Pedro Martinez, 6 strikeouts, 1 walk. And Roger Clemens, 10 strikeouts, no walks, including 7 strikeouts in the last clinching game of the division series with 7 shutout innings. The Yanks won that game 3-0 to advance to the league championship series against Boston. Back to Clemens. Fry is 0 for 3 with 2 comebackers and a strikeout. We're watching 2 greats at the top of their game here tonight, and out in left field, many all-time Yankee greats are commemorated. Reggie Jackson, Billy Martin, Phil Rizzuto, number 10, Roger Maris, Elston Howard, Thurman Munson, and there's Whitey Ford. We talked about him earlier, the great Yankee left-hander. Trot Nixon, who has struck out looking and swinging. Clemens, 10 strikeouts, 8 have been on swinging third strikes, only 2 looking. Dahlbach on deck, no score, 7th inning. Left center into Death Valley. Leday, not quite. Nixon to second. He's going for 3. The throw. He slides. Hey, safe. It looked to me like he started to call him out. John Shulock, who was on the move, he started at first base, remember. We've only got 3 umpires working. He had to come completely across the infield and make that call, and he started to call him out and then changed it to save.
Well, yesterday, Ricky Leday made a great catch on a play just like that to save some runs. Right here, he leaped out and made the catch yesterday just over his head. And I thought it was worth the gamble for Nixon to try to get to third base with 1 out, even though it was a very close play. And here's the play at third base. Very close play at third base. Let's see if his left hand gets in there. Well, very close, and you see John Shulock right there on top of the play. So it had nothing to do with the fact that there were only 3 umpires. Shulock did a great job of hustling over there and getting into position. He was there.
Now the Yankees bring the infield in. Here is Dahlbach, the 3rd place hitter for Boston, with Garcia Parra on deck.
And the infield's going to play all the way in and try to
until here.
Well, we get another look at the play. You see, this is what John Shulock sees. And again, very, very close play. You just can't tell when the glove actually tagged him. And Roger Clemens thought he was out. He's going to give it the right hand. But to be able to block that ball, you have to have confidence in your catcher that he can block the ball if you do keep it down there.
The first scoring threat of the night for the Red Sox. Now Yankee Stadium tries to come to the aid of Roger Clemens with the huge roar with 2 strikes and 2 balls. Strike 3 on the outside.
I tell you what, John, it doesn't get any better than this. Roger Clemens pitching with a runner at third, and we saw Pedro pitching in the same type of situation. They make great pitches here. Now, remember I said he wants to keep everything down. Look at this. Right down, down, everything down. Strike 1 down. Now he gets him to chase the splitter here down. Now he comes with a good splitter right on the outside corner down, of course. And he does have a base hit tonight, so you have to decide, am I going to go after Garciaparra here, or am I going to try to make another perfect pitch?
Struck him out! The splitter in the dirt! Nixon is stranded at third, and that's 12 for the Rocket. Now Pedro heads back to the mound. Bernie Williams coming up. We're still scoreless in New York.
ESPN Sunday Night Baseball is brought to you by Gum Out. Drive your fuel system clean with a complete line of Gum Out Performance Fuel Additives. And in part by Mailboxes Etc. At Mailboxes Etc., we get it done and we get it done right. And by Minwax Wood Finishes. With Minwax, it's easy to make wood beautiful.
Bernie Williams, first ball swinging against Pedro with a fly ball to center. Waiting for it is Everett. And Bernie is retired with a 3rd consecutive time. 2 pop-ups, 1 to short, 1 to third, and now a routine fly ball to center. So Pedro continuing to take care of business on the other side of things. Less spectacularly than Clemens. 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th place hitters. Those 4 lefties you're talking about, Joe. O'Neill, Williams, Posada, Martinez are 0 for 10 tonight and have not reached base in any way. Hit sharply, but right to front. Posada is gone. 2 down. Great power. He says it's kind of got him down a little bit, Joe. He's only got 4 homers. He says he sees guys all around the league with 8, 9 homers. He says it wears on him a little bit. Deep right field. Nixon on the warning track waiting for him. 7 scoreless innings. A 6-pitch inning for Pedro. 8th inning coming up. Carl Everett coming to bat against Clemens. No score. Yankee Stadium in New York. 55,000 plus here at Yankee Stadium. And we have a 0-0 game. Roger Clemens and Pedro Martinez. Unlike that play,
all those long balls, but I tell you what, this is a baseball game. You're seeing 2 pitchers at the top of their craft, and you're seeing the hitters trying to deal with them.
The dangerous Everett, 3-2 the count. Struck him out. He came after him with the rocket fastball, number 13 for Roger Clemens.
And John, that's 3 in a row again. I mean, he just throws this ball right by him, and I think again the fear of the splitter that he's had all night keeps Everett from jumping out here on the fastball, and you see just a little late on it. He's behind this fastball. This one's by him. Watch, you'll see. See, he's a little late on it. But the fear, I think he just about has to give him a fastball now, although you've got Troy O'Leary on deck. Stanley doesn't run that well, so having him at first base is not all that bad.
3-1. Broken bat. Derek Jeter. 2 down. The Gum Out in-game box score for the Red Sox. Trot Nixon with that triple in the 7th inning. Carl Everett with a 2nd inning single. He got picked off. Valentin a 6th inning single. He was thrown out on a busted hit and run play. And that's it. No other hits, no other base runners for the Red Sox. Clemens has faced only 1 hitter over the minimum.
He says, I gave you the fastball up and out of the zone. You went after it. Now going to take a chance to make a good pitch. And there it is, the splitter. And O'Leary way out in front, which he should have been. He should have been looking for a fastball.
13 strikeouts for Clemens. Popped up. Jeter. The inning is over. Roger Clemens, as good as he's ever been at age 37. Matching zeros with Pedro. Last of the 8th coming up. In a classic here with Roger Clemens. Last of the 8th inning. Pedro, who was 23-4 last year. Both of them won 30 games that year. And they set up a matchup. They moved Smokey Joe Wood ahead a day so that he could face Walter Johnson. And they sold out Fenway. They had standing room. They had people on the field with ropes up in front of the outfield wall. So many people wanted to see that game. Struck him out. Number 7 for Pedro Martinez.
And he set him up. He threw him a couple of fastballs. Now here's a breaking ball. This is just a beautiful curveball. He drops down a little bit, and it just breaks way off the plate. And watch, he drops down a little bit more than normal, and he gets a good break on the ball. Done here in this inning, he's gone to the breaking ball. He's been using the changeup and the fastball. This inning, he's gone to more curveballs. He struck Spencer out with a curveball. He's thrown a couple of curveballs to Leday, but he's using his whole repertoire, and he's a guy that every pitch is a quality pitch.
Left field. Going back is O'Leary. But that's Death Valley in Yankee Stadium. That's the place to make him hit it. O'Leary catches up to it. It is 399 feet to left center. And not quite as deep to straightaway left where he hit that one, but plenty deep enough. Here's the gum out in-game box score for the Yankees. Jeter with 2 hits, a single and a double. An infield single and a bloop double. Ricky Leday with a base hit to right. Those are the only hits for the Yankees. The only other base runners, Spencer with a 3rd inning walk.
The fact that Mariano Rivera is up, what that really does is tells Pedro, you better not make a mistake now. You make any mistake and the ball game could be over, because Rivera usually comes in and just shuts the door.
He's been the best in the business. Struck him out. Number 8 for Pedro Martinez. And he's been getting better as the game has gotten longer. He's retired 10 in a row. 9th inning coming up. No score. 9th inning, Pedro Martinez and Roger Clemens. And this has been one to remember. Coming up next, Sports Center. Stay tuned after the ball game. The Indy 500. The Lakers-Blazers, a Game 4 breakdown. And the Sunday conversation with Pedro Martinez, Charlie Steiner. Best home run hitting for the league championship or the division series against Cleveland. He had 3 homers and 12 RBIs in that best-of-5 series with Cleveland. He also had a home run against the Yankees in the league championship series. Right to second. 1 hop for Knobloch. 1 away. Now Varitek.
Valentin got another fastball, but I don't think
he has struck out twice in this game. 13 strikeouts, no walks for Clemens. He's gone to a 3-ball count 8 times, but no walks. Varitek with a bunt. Clemens with the barehead pickup. 2 away. Thank you very much.
Exactly. I would say Rogers appreciative of that.
The pitch count is growing. You got that home run porch in right field beckoning, a left-handed hitter, and he bunts.
And you got a left-right-handed hitting Jeff Fry up, so this helps Roger. Roger's quickly over. He has plenty of time, as you can see. And Varitek is out.
Fry, who has 13 home runs in his entire major league career. That one hit Fry. Or did it hit Fry, or it hit the bat? The play umpire, Brian Runge, said it hit the bat. Here comes Jimmy Williams.
Well, the ball certainly appeared to hit Fry, but, you know, the home plate umpire Runge is closer to it than we are.
checked out by the trainer.
Well, it had to hit him because the ball ricocheted away from Posada. Posada would have caught that ball otherwise. It hit something, let's put it that way. It may have hit the bat, but it definitely hit something. It may have hit the knob or hit the handle. Let's take another look. But it definitely hit something because it ricochets away from Posada. Hit the knob.
Hit the knob.
Well, it either hit the knob, I can't really tell. It may have hit him on the side of his finger. You can't tell from there, but it probably hit the knob.
Off of Clemens. Brocious, no play.
Well, I think he'd rather have a base hit anyway.
The fourth hit for the Red Sox. Pedro Martinez, who will have to face the top of the Yankees batting order in the last of the inning, looking on.
This ball is hit right back through the middle. Roger gets a glove on it, but it bounces away from him. He's looking for it. Roger doesn't know where it is. He thought he still had it.
So Fry is at first. Remember, the Red Sox playing without Jose Offerman, who's on the disabled list. Fry has not so much as even attempted a steal this year. Here's Nixon, who hit a triple in the 7th inning.
I'm going to throw a couple of splitters to make sure he, got his body through and finished the pitch off, and he did so.
And when you talk about that body, Joe, you talk about a 37-year-old body
that he keeps in great shape.
2-1. Deep and on its way. It is no longer a scoreless game. A 2-run homer for Trot Nixon. And the Red Sox fans at Yankee Stadium suddenly make the big noise. Trot Nixon follows up his 7th inning triple with a 9th inning 2-out homer. His 6th home run of the year. And his 2nd against Clemens in 9 career at-bats against him.
Well, he missed with it. He got the count to 2-1, and Nixon was sitting on the fastball. Now watch, he gets the fastball pretty much in the middle of the plate. It's pretty much middle of the belt, high, and the middle of the plate. And I mean, he gets all of it. I mean, there's no doubt. Look at that. Nice rock back, great extension. That one's gone. I know the gun is saying 93 miles an hour, 94, but that means that you've lost a little of the hop off your fastball, but I mean, that happens anyway. You can't throw 125 pitches without losing a little something.
Knobloch. Knobloch will be leading it off in the last of the ninth. Pedro Martinez with a 2-0 lead now, and Derek Lowe, the closer, up in the bullpen. Knobloch, Jeter, and O'Neill, last chance for the Yankees. The sign said, Nixon's the one.
And that's true if you're a Red Sox fan. I think that's the way they feel right now. But Pedro has to finish it off. It's not over yet.
Knobloch is hit. That's not the way he wanted to get aboard. But that's not what Pedro wanted to have happen with a 2-run lead. And the big guys coming up. Jeter, O'Neill, and Williams. He had an 0-2 count on him, and he hit him.
Well, that's what we talk about. A lot of times, they talk about pitchers hitting guys. Pedro didn't want to hit him. He looked like he was just trying to throw a fastball. It sailed away. He was trying to throw a fastball in.
A single by Ricky Leday. Pedro had retired 10 straight Yankees since then. But Knobloch is aboard. 0-1 to Jeter. Base hit!
As I said, John, this one's not over yet.
Williams. He's got Derek Lowe ready in the bullpen.
Well, it's a fastball away, and Derek Jeter does a great job of just slapping it the other way for a base hit. And the Yankees have the tying runs aboard. Well, I think what we're doing here, you see Jimmy Williams, he's going to go out and look Pedro in the eyes, and he wants to know, what do you think? Because here, this is a situation where I think that a lot of times a manager will say, I'm going to take you out, although he's not going to take him out. There are times during the year where a manager will say, you pitched great, I'm not going to let you lose this ball game. I'm only going to take you out and give you a chance to win it, and you've got your stopper low in the bullpen. But he has so much confidence in Pedro that he's going to leave him in, and I'm sure Pedro looked him in the eyes and said, I'm okay.
Sports Center, right after the game, stay tuned. Paul O'Neill, like Roger Clemens, 37 years old. And how could Jimmy Williams do anything but let Pedro finish in what may end up being one of those legendary games that we'll be talking about for years. 0-2. And strikeout number 9 for Pedro Martinez.
You know what? Maybe when Jimmy Williams came out there, Pedro just got mad. I mean, he got mad at Jimmy for coming out. And I mean, he has showed us tonight that, I mean, when the runners are on scoring position, he gets tougher. He's not striking out a lot of hitters like he normally does, but in clutch situations tonight, he has been able to reach back and strike out. And he's pitching Bernie and Paul O'Neill exactly the same way. He's trying to tie them up inside to keep them from extending out and being able to pull that ball to right field. Back inside.
Down the right field line. Into the corner. It is caught in front of the wall by Trot Nixon. Nixon is again the one. Knobloch to third after tagging up. Bernie fell a little bit short of that fabled home run porch at Yankee Stadium.
Well, actually, John, that was just a ballpark scare because he jammed him really nice. He got the fastball in. As I said, he's trying to keep him from extending. Watch, this fastball gets in. He actually breaks his bat in there. And that ball is inside, and he knows that he is down the line, but he didn't get much of it. He got jammed. That was just a great pitch.
Well, they all may wish that this was back into the configuration in the days of Ruth and Mantle and Maris, when it was 296 feet down the right field line.
Well, again, that was just a ballpark scare. That was a great pitch by Pedro.
Jorge Posada having the great year. 12 strikes. The only one out of the strike zone was the one that hit Knobloch. Knobloch at third, Jeter the possible tying run. At first, Jeter running. The throw down. He's in there. And now a base hit to the outfield to tie the game.
And that's a smart base running play, a smart play by Joe Torre and Derek Jeter. Because Pedro Martinez wasn't concerned with Jeter right there. All he wanted to do was throw that last fastball by Posada. And he threw it hard, but he did not get the strike. Look, I think you've seen Pedro, he just reaching back and said, all right, this is what I have left. I'm not going to lose this on an off-speed pitch. I'm not going to lose it by hanging something. So he was just trying to throw a strike or get Posada to chase something. Very close play at second, except Garcia-Parra did not make the catch.
I'll tell you what, Vertek's throw kind of tailed away and low. Knocked down over there by Garcia-Parra. There is Knobloch. And the possible tying run over at second, Derek Jeter.
Throw the fastball about letter high and just turn it loose.
Pedro with 10 strikeouts or more 6 times in his first 9 starts. In this one, he's got 9 strikeouts. 2 on, 2 out, 2-0 Boston. That hit him. The second hit batsman of the inning with 2 strikes. And now Tino Martinez with a chance to be the hero for the Yankees.
Well, I think Posada is just upset that he got hit because I know he doesn't feel like Pedro was throwing at him. He's trying to throw the fastball up. He wants to throw this fastball up for strike 3 up and in, and Posada can't get out of the way. It hits him on his left elbow.
season long, particularly lately. They have not been able to score one tonight, and now their best chance as they are on the brink of extinction in this game. And Tino Martinez, he was a World Series hero in 1998. 0-1.
You know what I didn't understand, John, is he kept throwing from the stretch there with Posada, and I didn't understand why he didn't go to the windup after Jeter stole second base. Now he's going to the windup here with Tino Martinez at the plate. I thought he should have gone to the windup against Posada.
Tino hit one deep to right his last time. Has also flied out twice to center from the windup. Right to second. Foul. He double clutched and got him anyway. Wow.
Wow is right.
What happened?
John, I broadcast the game 2 weeks ago with Kevin Brown and Randy Johnson, and I thought that was a great ball game, and it was. Both of them pitched great. But tonight's game, these guys they were magnificent, both of them, and it was just a bad situation that Roger made one bad pitch, and it cost him.
Those historic rivals, the Red Sox and Yankees, at the historic ballpark, and an historic matchup. Two of the very best in the game.
And John, after he got the runners on base, he didn't throw anything but a fastball. He went to all fastballs, no changeups. And you see Fry, I don't know what happened. I guess he didn't have a good grip on it. And then he made the throw. Here's Ramon. He said, yes, we got it. But I mean, he just reached back after he got the runners on base. He just reached back and threw all fastballs. He gave them everything he had left, and it was enough.
So they gave us a night to remember. Baseball's version of a night to remember. And Pedro Martinez, at 28 years of age, is the one who had just enough left with 2 down in the 9th to beat the 37-year-old Clemens, who could not get that final out and preserve the shutout. We'll see you next Sunday. SportsCenter is next. Good night from New York.